I receive love through service.
Okay, so
Yeah.
acts of service.
So when you do something for me, that's how I receive love. At the auction, a father stood next to me and helped me through that process.
He didn't just give and leave.
He gave me $1 million and stayed.
Sure.
It was such a healing moment for me.
Yeah.
You have the same privilege from him that I have, the same grace, the same mercy, the same love and care that I get to enjoy in him. You have it.
Yeah.
If you can just, as opposed to criticizing, change your limiting beliefs.
Yeah. Hey, what's good, everybody, and welcome to The Garden. My name is Disetso Homu, and you're tuned into a safe space where we have hard conversations on life, love, and all things healing. Now, I haven't been on this chair in such a long time, so encourage me by sharing and liking and commenting so I can come back again. This is how it works. Anyway, so today I am so excited, actually. If you have been on this channel or you've been following me, you know how big I am on process. I love process. I love people who win, but I love it when they tell us how they got there and bring receipts because it encourages somebody else who's in there and thinking, I cannot get where that person is. I want to give an intro. I practiced this and he doesn't know. And I hope you get it. If you are a fan, you will get it. Yeah? So this guest of mine wrote a book, and he's a pastor. So I'm giving you a hint so that I don't make a joke and you don't get it. So in chapter 1, he's DJ Cocktail.
Oh, wow.
In chapter 2, some call him. If you know the Musa, if you know the Musa album that came out, you'll know what I'm talking about. When he started exalting Jesus. Okay, I'll stop laughing. I'll stop making the
He's
jokes.
the head of the church.
In his household, he's the head of the church. Some call him Pastor K. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Pastor Koketso Molaolwe.
You know, people don't take me serious in this world. Yeah, but anyway, it's okay. Hi, decent.
I humble myself before the pastor. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I am. This is podcast number 100.
This is the first time in the
It
garden.
is the first time in the garden, so
Yes.
I'm excited to be here. It's been such a blessing. It's been such a journey. It's been such a. It's a new territory for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a new territory for me. I was talking to a friend to say, I'm a professional in other areas.
Yeah.
But as an author, I'm a proper amateur.
But I mean, you've written books before.
I have, but I think this whole experience is totally different.
Okay.
Yeah, it's totally different.
We'll get into that one because I was actually, you were on my list of guests when we rebranded or renamed the podcast.
Yes,
And I was like, oh no, I need to have him on. And I'm glad that it came after the book launch because the conversation I wanted to have is literally part of this. So God works in mysterious ways.
See, he has
So when he
planned.
says wait,
Yeah,
you must listen. But yeah, thank you so much for saying yes to being here. It's an honor to have you here.
Thank you.
And I think I asked you before and I asked what's so different about this book particularly. So there's a book that's going around. It's called The Unlikely Candidate, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be referring to this book a lot today. But I think before we get into it, I want people to feel what you are feeling
Yeah.
about this particular book. I asked you before and I'm like, what's so different? Because you've written 2 books before.
I have.
So it's not like you're a new author. You've been an author.
Sure.
So what's so big about this particular one?
The 2 books that I wrote before, they were telling people what to do.
Yeah.
Right? I was kind of teaching.
Which is expected for pastors.
Yes, you understand? But this book doesn't tell anyone to do anything. It's just me sharing my story.
Oh, but it will pull you to do.
Yeah, and that's the point, right?
Yeah.
It's not I was not trying to tell people what to do. I was not trying to motivate people. I was not trying to inspire people, whatever.
Yeah.
I was just sharing what God has done in and through my life.
Yeah.
And then out of that, Disetso will take what God wants her to take out of it.
Yeah.
So it's incredible how people have taken so many different things out of the book, some things that I didn't even intend. And I think that's the point. So the other the other books I was telling what I knew. Here I was telling who I am.
Sure.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. So I was getting ahead of myself.
Yeah.
Before you get into that, I want to do something so that you can see I did read the book. 1,
Okay.
2, to get those who have not bought the book to run and get the book. I
Yeah.
have 3 things that I want to show you.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you that one thing, and then
Okay.
you tell me what feeling it invokes,
Okay.
what it reminds you of,
Phew.
and maybe what it reminds you of if it's a past thing,
Yeah.
and what you feel about it now.
All right.
Right? We're ready.
I don't know, but hey, we're here. Ready or not?
Okay. First one. Let me do this. Do you remember this? It's a Roman Catholic.
Misa. I was actually not seeing what this is.
So you tell us, what does it
Oh.
remind you of? For those who don't know, this is like
Yeah, it's
What
like
do
the
they call it?
sermons.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the sermons
Roman
from
Catholic
Brethren
sermons and
so,
stuff.
Roma, we call this sermon.
Yes.
The sermons are already.
you can't misinterpret nothing.
No. Wow. Sure. I think my whole, childhood,
Yeah.
yeah.
What feeling do you get when you think about
Home.
that part? Yeah.
Home. This feels like home.
Yeah.
This feels like home because Roman Catholic is in front of my house.
Sure.
Like it's just like
Yeah.
when it's here. So I just got a picture of my street at home. And when I used to be an altar boy, my first confession,
What was it?
I don't know, probably I stole something.
Okay.
I probably stole something. Yeah, I was a naughty altar boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I loved serving. I remember I was in the choir at some point. My first crush was in the church.
Was she also serving?
Yeah, yes, she was singing as well. So yeah,
Home.
yeah, home. This home.
So what part of home, since we're here, what part of home or the memories of the Roman Catholic Church
Yeah,
shaped who you've become now?
the discipline,
Yeah.
because it's a very disciplined kind of,
Yes.
and in the book I write about, every Sunday morning I had to ring the church bell.
Yes.
Yeah, and not because I wanted to, but because my grandmother forced me to go and ring the bell. So and look at it this way. I was waking up every Sunday morning to tell people to come to church.
Time for church.
That's what I do.
You do it now.
It's what I do now.
Yes.
And then I was annoyed by it, but it was building something in me. Something in me was being built, and I didn't even know then. So every Sunday morning, and I remember because I did it when I was still very young.
Yes. How old?
And it's heavy. I can't even remember.
Okay.
And it's a heavy clock.
Yes.
So there were times that it would pull me on.
Oh,
pull
my
me,
word.
and someone would have to come and pull me down.
But that was your job, so you can't. Yeah.
They because there was a technique you had to do,
Yes.
so that it does not pull you up. And if you mess it up, then you are gone. And a few times,
Yeah.
it has taken
you
me.
giving your all.
Yeah. Let me tell you, it has
Wow.
taken me up a few times. Yeah. So
Oh, pun intended.
yes, and so that's what I
Yeah.
remember about that church. That's how I connected to now to say, I used to wake up every morning and call the whole
Yeah.
community to come and worship God,
Yeah.
and that's what I do now.
I think a lot of great people started in the Roman Catholic Church. I
Hey.
ain't saying that.
Are you a Catholic? Oh wow, yeah.
There's
there
a part
you
in the
go.
story, though, a very funny part that we
Yeah.
had to laugh.
Yeah.
And you're on my podcast, so you can't say no. When you went somewhere in the chapter, in the first chapter, right? You say that you went to visit Father's house,
Yes.
and then the priests,
Oh yes.
and then you found a sacrament, which is Holy Communion, and you did something with that. What had happened there?
I was a very naughty child. Like I was a very naughty child. I was not, uh, there's naughty and then there's like rebellion, and so I was never really like. I never gave my grandmother like
A
heart
hard time.
palpitations.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I was naughty. I was very naughty.
You're a boy.
Yeah, I was a boy. So, and I loved, yeah, until now, I think I still love teasing people,
Can you impersonate what you did after telling them?
No. So I went to visit this friend of mine, right? And so when I had a church
Yes.
and I was still younger, in a Roman Catholic church, until a certain age you can't
Get
have communion,
yes.
right? Until you
You
get
must get
confirmed.
confirmed and
Yes.
yeah.
So I couldn't because I was young.
Yeah.
And then I saw that it was there. I was
The
like,
thing that you're not allowed to
yes, the
take.
thing that I'm not allowed to have. I'm like, they're taking chances. Even I'm not
my
even just
time
gonna
now.
take it. I am going to administer. So I'm like, all the kids who have not had it, this is our moment.
Pre-confirmation.
I was like, everyone who has not had, come.
And what did you say? You
Then,
said,
then I came and I said, then they stood in front of me, like everyone in the streets, the kids are standing in front of me. I said, yeah, get in line. And I take it, and then in Setswana he said, "This is the body of Christ."
Yes.
Because I mean you do this.
Yes,
in
the cross,
the
yes.
cross, yeah. Body of
oh,
Christ.
give
And I
me
give
what
and yes. They sing it, right?
sing
don't.
it. Yes, they do.
They don't.
They
yeah,
do.
yeah. Mele wa murena.
Yes, did they? I think they sang it so that we don't catch the the accent, because it's like most of them were white.
Yes, most
So,
of the people
yes.
from overseas. No, 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 no. And
Amen.
you don't, then you say amen. And they don't give you in your hand. They
No,
put
they
in
put
your
in your
tongue.
mouth. Yes.
Huh? Really?
So did you also do the same thing?
Yes, I was.
Did you wash your hands?
No. What time? I was in the zone.
You were
I was in the zone.
pastor.
I was the father.
The father.
And I was like,
So they're not wrong when they call you Padre by Musu.
no, they don't call me that. so yeah, it was I got a beating of my life
From your grandma?
From my grandmother, yeah, because then they discovered that I did that, and then so she gave me a beating.
Sure.
But hey,
That was funny actually.
now I can give communion without getting a beating.
In the hand. Now.
Yeah, no. Now I don't even give it to anyone. It's in those little.
Yeah, no, hey, advanced.
Hey, I'm
Okay,
telling
we
you.
need to get to another one. The next
Yeah,
one.
Okay.
The next memory.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready. You have to give me your hand so I can give it into your hand.
Oh, I think I know.
Yeah, you
what
do know
this
what it
is.
is. I needed to preempt you. It's a 5 rand coin.
Yes, I figured.
Yes.
You should have gotten that old
I
one.
don't have. I have the Madiba one.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the feeling? What was the feeling? How has it impacted who you have become?
What was the feeling? I remember being confused,
Yeah.
right? Because I was quite young.
Yeah.
So 5 rands was a lot of money for me at that time.
Yeah.
I could then do whatever. There was a lot I could do with the 5 rand. So I was excited that someone just gave me 5 rand.
Yeah.
But who just gave me a 5 rand? That's what made it confusing.
Yeah.
But also because I'm glad that it's him who's giving me the 5 rands. But also I'm like, why are you giving me the 5 rands and not even saying anything, not even greeting, not even doing anything, just giving the 5 rand, walking away?
Mm-hmm.
So I hold on to it and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this moment?
Yeah.
What does it actually mean?
Yeah.
I think it really confused me.
Yeah.
It really confused me to a point where I couldn't spend it. I kept it until I lost it. Yeah, because I couldn't spend it. I just couldn't bring myself to spending the 5 rands because it was, in one sense, felt like it was an acknowledgement of who I am. But also I was like, is that
Like I can't take you in.
all you think I am? So it was that, and so it kind of shaped how I view money and love.
Sure.
For me, they became the same thing.
Same thing.
If I want to show love, or I want you to love me, I'll give you money, then you give me love.
Sure.
And as a result, I have lived my life, on the other side of on the extreme side of generosity, where I would use my resources to my detriment
Yeah.
to buy relationships.
Sure.
And so, and in hindsight, I see how, you know, crafty the devil is, because I have a gift of generosity. It's a natural gift.
Yeah.
That moment distorted it, because then I started using money to buy.
Love.
When I started healing, I stopped being generous
Yeah.
because I had connected generosity to that trauma.
That brokenness.
You know, so then I stopped, and these things are this probably in the next book I will write about when I
So for
started
those who
healing.
don't have the book yet,
Yeah,
who is this person you're talking about?
my dad, right? So when I started doing the healing,
Yeah.
I stopped being generous.
Yeah.
So when people would ask me for money, when the Lord would nudge me to be generous towards people, I'll just say
I
no,
don't know.
because
Yeah.
I thought my generosity came exclusively from that moment. But that's what the devil does.
Yeah.
He distorts what God has given us, and he uses such marking moments. So
Yeah.
so when I hold it, I think it for me represents restoration.
Sure.
One of the very few things that blesses me is being a blessing to other people.
Yeah. And you no longer,
Yes.
you know,
It's no longer connected
to
a
that
trauma.
brokenness.
We're
Yeah.
no longer connected to a brokenness. I can look at you and say, hey, no, I'm not going to be able to give in this moment,
Yeah.
and not feel guilty,
Yes.
and not worry about possibly losing the relationship. Yeah, I can say no to people without worrying about losing the relationship, and I can say yes to people without needing anything in
Yeah.
return. In fact, a lot of the people I bless, they are the ones who want to hook, because they think I would want something in return.
Yeah.
I said, no, I don't want anything in return. I don't even want your friendship in return. I'm doing this out of obedience. After I've given you, just do your thing, man. Yeah,
What's your
I'm
relationship
keeping these
with
5 rands.
what I gotta check this.
I lost that other one.
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah,
okay.
so
All
I'm
right. And
keeping
plus
this.
it's newer,
Yes,
restoration. Shanda.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, what's your relationship with receiving love? Because sometimes we can heal from um, us associating giving love with trauma, but not really tap into receiving love.
This podcast is too emotional, yeah.
But at least you're laughing.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. It is. Um, so thank God to what they call love languages.
Okay.
I receive love through service.
Okay. So
Yeah.
acts of service.
So when you do something for me, that's how I receive love.
Makes sense
Yeah.
when you read the book. Like when you're speaking that, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Get the book.
And you don't have to spend time with me. You don't have to touch me.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have
Okay.
to spend time with. You don't have to touch me. Do something.
Just do.
Just do something. And probably it's a bit of a trauma response as well, because it's for me is the least emotional of the list.
Because you either do it or you don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So when you've done it, you've shown that you love me. It's fine. Let's keep it moving.
And if I don't, I don't love you.
Yeah. Then I keep it moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and the bad thing, I guess, about me, not the bad thing, but something that until recently I learned that then you want people to you want to love people how you want to be loved, right? You think when you do things for people, they should be okay because you've shown them how you love. But some people, you can do all kinds of things for them,
And they still
don't feel loved because they want quality time, they want touch, they want gifts or words of affirmation.
So you learn to compromise on
So
those
I learned to say, okay, you know what? Because it will be frustrating, because I would do all of these things for someone and they still say, you don't see me, you don't love me. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Because for me, when you do something for me, you show that you
So giving and gifts, that's how you show love.
Yeah.
And then
giving an act of kindness.
acts of kindness.
So I
Okay.
give and I do stuff for people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. The last one. I'm stopping myself from being too emotional.
Okay. No. I mean, go for it. It
Bala
wouldn't
five
be.
ranta
It
ya.
wouldn't be the garden, right?
It wouldn't be
Because
the garden. I'm
yeah.
kidding.
You know.
I'm being generous.
Okay. I got 5 friends, guys.
Yes. Please never say I never do anything for you.
Yes.
And then the last
May the
one.
Lord multiply.
Oh,
In Jesus'
Sunday.
name.
The last one that I have, then we get into the. And now I lost the picture.
Oh, it was a picture.
Nah, I'll show you a video now. I'll
Oh,
put it there so that the people can see it as well.
okay.
So it's this one.
Oh, yes.
So it's picture of the Silverton
Campus.
branch, campus.
Yeah.
Same question. What feelings are invoked? What you felt then? What you feel now? And how has attaining that shaped who you have become?
So I saw a video of and I wanted to post it in the next couple of days. Um, I'm gonna play it at the launch.
Launch.
It's the video of the auction. I didn't even know they have the video of the
Oh,
auction.
wow.
Yeah.
Of the actual happening.
Of the actual
Okay.
like as the auction is happening.
Oh, wow.
And yeah. So I found the video of that.
Yes.
I looked so scared. Like I looked at myself, I was like, yo, I looked so scared. Like I looked so scared. I looked so out of depth.
Yeah.
I looked so out of place. You could see that I was just, and it's interesting that you talk about the 5 friends.
Yeah.
My father gave me a 5 friends and walked away.
Yeah.
At the auction, a father stood next to me and helped me through that process.
He didn't just give and leave.
Gave me $1 million and stayed.
Sure.
It was such a healing moment for me.
Yeah.
That a father gave me 5 friends and walked away.
Yeah.
In that auction room, a father stood next to me. He helped me through it because I didn't know anything about auctions.
Yeah.
I was scared. Like I said, I looked like a kid. Like you see the video. I looked like a kid who's scared.
Yeah.
Because I was scared. But there was a father who was standing next to me.
Sure.
And just saying, hey, do this, guiding me through it. And after that, he gave me $1 million and say, go get your building.
Sure.
It was so that is not just a testimony of the faith of the body of Christ, of Musa Church. It was a healing moment for me.
It was a healing moment.
It was a healing moment for me.
It was God undoing.
It was God saying, hey, bro, I got you. I know where I see you. Yeah, I know where the hurt was, and I'm gonna touch exactly where it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a father, and I'm gonna use the area of finances. I'm gonna use the area of guidance. And now here's the interesting thing about that.
Yeah.
After this guy gives me this money,
Yeah.
he ignores my calls.
Yeah.
He ignores.
Critic.
Do you understand? I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And he says to me in hindsight,
In that moment when he was critiquing you, what was going on in your head?
My abandonment
It goes again.
was triggered. Yeah, my abandonment was triggered.
Yeah.
My abandonment was triggered
Yeah.
because the father walked away. I'm like, here's another father walking
Doing the same
away.
thing. Yeah.
Here's a father walking away. And that was tough. And you start doubting yourself. What did I do? And then he says to me, I know you have a trauma of money and hooks.
Sure.
And I wanted to show you that I can give you and expect nothing from you.
Sure.
You don't, he says, because after I took you through that, your language towards me changed. Yeah. You were thanking me all the time. You were calling me sir. You were doing all of these things. And I could see that you are moving towards worshiping me, and it's taking your attention away from God and to me. You don't, let me tell you, to anyone who's watching this, you don't know how to act towards a person who is giving you $1 million.
Trust.
You don't know. You
Test me in
malfunction. Yeah. You
Yeah.
malfunction
Yeah.
properly.
And I can understand why.
Because you feel like you want to polish their shoes as they walk into the
Yeah.
room, and you just don't know what to do.
Sure.
Right? And his distance was to help me
Sure.
to not elevate him and not to feel indebted to him and not to feel like I owe him anything.
Yeah.
He was walking in obedience, and that has taught me so much. That this guy who we recently blessed him with quite a significant amount of money, and he came to me. He also now wanted me to be like a father to him, and I was like, "No, bro, we're blessing you.
Yeah.
We're excited for you. We don't want anything in return. We just want you to succeed. Go and do your thing."
Sure. I think
So,
that's so deep to be in a place where you are able to receive help and not idolize
Yeah,
the
yeah,
help.
yeah, absolutely. But most of us don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
It's a difficult thing. Also because the helpers often want to be idolized.
Yes. I was about to say it also
Yeah.
helped him distancing himself
Yes.
also kind of
Yes.
to
So
some
that
extent.
he remembers that he's a servant
Sure.
and he's not the source.
Sure.
That helped him as well. So our relationship is so healthy because of that.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So money, fathers, it's
Yeah.
been interesting. So while the building is a story of faith for a
Yes.
lot of people and stuff like that, for me it was a story of healing.
It was a heart surgery.
Yeah. It was a story of healing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, buy the book. We're done. Because what do you mean? So I intentionally did the 3 things that I gave you just to speak on the foundation,
Yeah.
speak on your heart condition,
Sure.
and to speak on where God has placed you now.
Mm.
And I think that's where we're going to center this
Yeah.
conversation
You're
on.
pulling my heart now.
I'm sorry. I'm trying so hard.
No, it's fine. I mean, it is showing. I think I was on the other podcast,
Yes.
Super Lead.
Yes.
It showed the business side of me.
Yes.
'Cause I love business,
Yes.
and I was on the that husband.
Yes.
It showed the family side
Family
of
side,
me,
yes.
and these different platforms are showing
It
different
balances also.
different sides of me
Of
that
you.
people didn't know. Oh, there's things I just said now
Yeah.
that you won't find on any other platform. Yeah.
Exclusives.
Yeah, come on.
So I mean, based on the 3 things, I think one of the things that so I knew of you.
Yes.
I knew because I think we have common people around. I knew of you.
Yes.
And I think what caught my attention, I think in 2023, was it 2023? When was Tsohle, the other Tsohle?
The second one.
Yeah, where you actually made one sing in Seped.
Yes. Yeah, I think 2023.
2023, around there.
Yeah.
We were having a conference, worship, and that song was literally the anthem. Because
Yes.
we were putting together a worship night. It was
Yeah.
like, it was at Rhema as well.
Yes.
And we didn't have a man. And this thing was happening. We were just like, it's good. We were just like, you know what?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, but I know you. So I was hooked by that time. Like, this song.
Sure.
And shame, the event happened. And it was a
we
success.
thank the Lord.
And then later on, you do a summit the following year.
Yeah.
Was that the first summit?
So we did at the first summit was at
Moreleta.
Yes,
Yes, the Moreleta one.
Yes.
Yes, that one. That's the one I went to.
Okay.
And the reason why I went there is that I'm such a sucker of making church work.
Yes.
Not sit and just receive and
sure.
leave it on the believer to go do it.
Yeah.
So when I saw that you having an event and there are workshops,
Yes. Yeah.
I've been waiting for a pastor
Sure.
to speak this language.
Yeah.
Because it's been in my heart, and everybody who knows me knows how much that has been a thing for me.
Yeah, sure.
So I said, no, I'm going to go and I'm going to check it out. And I went there. And that's where I was introduced to the poppy seed story.
Oh, yes. I shared it there.
Yes, you did. And you shared it in depth.
Yeah.
More than you did in the book, actually.
Oh, is it?
Well, maybe because I think you were experiencing the emotions there and then.
Yes.
I sat there and I...
Oh, yes, I preached on it.
Yes. That was your entire...
That was my entire
in the
sermon.
leadership workshop.
Yes.
And I think that's when I was like, there's something different about this one.
Yeah.
Because I think most of the times when we sit with pastors, and I love pastors, ne?
Yeah.
But most of the time we sit with pastors, all we want to receive from is like revelation.
Yes,
And
yes,
you know,
yes, yes.
and we esteem them like so high. We do esteem you so high. But for us to be able to relate with you in that manner, to show that there is a process to the man that you're seeing in front,
Sure.
changes something in someone. And I sat there and I listened to the poppy seed experience. I mean, you speak about it in the other podcasts as well. If you want to do it now, is it okay?
Yeah.
I mean, and then I think what stood out for me was your ability to come back from that.
Yeah.
Because what disappointment does, it becomes the voice for your next step.
Sure.
You put together an event and people don't show up.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that even no matter how big your event is, that first ticket that's bought is like a sigh moment. It's like, yo, at least people actually want to come.
Yeah.
But for on the day, and yours was free on top of that.
Yes, it was free.
So you don't know who's coming. You can't even call these days. It's like, I saw you on the list. Are you coming? Take me through the emotions of experiencing that, putting together something, people don't show, and you are convinced that this is what I'm supposed to do. You know how we're like, what did God say? You know, and you have the peace. Oh, you check everything. Did you have peace? You have the peace. You have everything. You put together an event. There you are with a God ordained thing. People don't show up. How does it affect you and your relationship with God?
It's a tough moment.
Yeah.
And I think in hindsight it's tough because I know he knew that only 7 are coming. As he was seeing me preparing for 150, he knew that only 7 are coming, my brother. In fact, 4 will be your friends and the other 3 will be the people who are coming. That's all. And you know, in some moments like that, you just go like, but God, why didn't you just, I could have prepared for 10 people.
Yeah.
You didn't have to allow me to do all of these things. So it was hurting, and it hurts because, you know, we can say whatever we want.
Yeah.
We put our identity in the stuff we shouldn't, but we do.
It's natural.
Put our identity in the stuff we do.
Sure.
When the room is full, you know, when the event is successful, when the event fails, it touches you in your studio. It's hurting.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, it's you start doubting yourself. It's a lot goes on.
Yeah.
You start doubting if you are even called and all of that.
Yeah.
So it was hurtful. It was helpful.
Sure.
It was hurtful.
Helpful in hindsight or helpful
in
there?
hindsight. No.
Okay.
Helpful in hindsight.
Okay.
In that moment, oh man, I just thought I was a loser.
Yeah.
I thought I was pathetic. I thought, you know, you number one, you doubt your ability to hear God.
Yeah.
You doubt your faith. You doubt your planning.
Yeah.
You doubt your capacity. You doubt your calling. You doubt your ability to convene people. There's just doubt at so many different levels that to pull yourself out of that, it's hard, right? And so it was hurtful, you know, even to a point where this was so many years ago. I only ate a poppy seed muffin again, like with the mugs, yeah. And I didn't finish it.
The memories are still there.
Maybe I'm still traumatized. I just didn't. I don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know. And I promise people it will be there at the queue. There must be a poppy seed there at the lodge.
Please, we need to see him finish at least 2.
Yeah, you know, no, 1. I'll finish 1. I just don't like the muffin.
Yeah, but trauma has a way of changing your appetite. Whether in the mind or it really does.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so it was a traumatic experience.
Sure.
And I want to say this, man. I want to say to someone who is there, who has an event and it fails. Yeah. Don't be too hard on yourself for feeling like you're a failure. That's what you're feeling in the moment. Yes, don't believe that feeling, but don't be too hard on, because sometimes we want people to pick up themselves and just step out of things when they have not processed their feeling.
Yeah.
And so it was hurtful. Oh, it was hurtful. And now, you know what is even more hurtful? Is having to explain yourself
Yeah.
to the people around you.
Because you feel the need.
You feel the need.
Yeah.
What were you trying to do?
Mm,
Who do you think you are?
sure.
You know, I mean, no one has done this here, and you think you can do it. And you know, it's like you have egg in your face,
Yeah.
and you have to sort of make an excuse for God.
Sure.
You need to justify on His behalf, right? No, you know, maybe God is taking me through. God says, I'm not taking you through anything.
This is it.
This is it. Yeah, you know, maybe you know you try to, and so it was hurtful and it was embarrassing.
Yeah.
But oh man, it's the most helpful thing
That has ever
that
happened.
has ever happened to me,
Sure.
because I stand in front of 5,000 people today. I don't feel any better about myself.
Yeah.
It does not make me feel better about myself,
Why? Why do you think?
because I have learned to be who I am and remain who I
Not
am,
associate yourself with.
whether it's small or big. My value is not derived in the number of people I can pull in the room.
Yeah.
And God keeps doing that to me. There's another book I'm writing now, but
Yeah.
you know,
Unlikely, likely
it
candidate.
talks about God. When God calls a man,
Sure.
God kills a man. And in that moment, He killed me
Yeah.
so that He can call me. And today, I stand in big rooms.
Yeah.
It does not make me feel greater than when I stand in smaller.
In smaller. In a generation where we, apart from you, we
Yeah.
put you on a pedestal.
Sure.
And we are the ones that put value according to numbers that you pull.
Yeah.
And even how we speak to you.
Sure.
People start speaking differently because now how Summit pulled so many numbers. Oh, Muso Church brings so many numbers. Now people's language towards you change.
Yeah, they invite you to every conference.
Yeah. And you're coming to Back to the Garden.
Oh, yes.
That's why, because you have numbers.
No, because it's at Muso Church.
But anyway, so how do you then navigate that? Because now it's no longer your resolution.
Yeah.
It's now our voices
Yeah.
that are coming into this space.
Yeah. Apostle Paul encounters something similar in Acts 14.
Yeah.
Prays for the man, heals the man, and people say, God has come to us in a form of man. And look at how extreme Apostle Paul is. He tears his clothes.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have just said, guys, no, I'm not God.
Yeah.
You know, come on, chill. No, he tears his clothes. He rolls on the ground
Yeah.
and says to them, I'm just like you.
Yeah.
I fight to stay low.
Yeah.
It's something that I'm very intentional about.
How does it look like for a person who is coming up and who's thinking? And I think I'd like you to speak on both ends, because there are those who, the common factor is we all want our identity to derive from the numbers.
Sure.
Whether it's a lot of numbers or little numbers.
Yeah.
And then we get two camps.
Yeah.
Those ones who think those with numbers are not really called.
Yeah.
And then those who say those have little numbers are more humble.
Yeah.
Then we have the two people in the two camps who are thinking, I've made it because I have numbers. And you have those ones who say, I still have to work hard, or I'm not where God wants me to be.
The barometer is God pleased?
Yeah.
That for me is the barometer. Is God pleased? Whether the numbers are small or the numbers are big.
Yeah.
Because they can be small and God is not pleased.
Yeah.
So just because you have small numbers doesn't mean you are humble. It could mean that you are disorganized.
Yeah.
It could mean that God is not pleased with what you're doing.
Or your heart is not ready for the numbers.
Your heart is not ready for the numbers. Yeah. So I think that language that want to demonize everything that's big, it's a bit, God is not anti-big.
Yeah.
He is not. I mean, he says in Genesis, he talks about, fill the earth.
Yeah.
In the book of Acts, they talk about this expansive church.
Yeah.
In Matthew 16, he talks about this expansive church. You read where God speaks about vision, where he speaks about building, he speaks about this. you can see that God is clearly not anti-big.
Yeah.
Some people are anti-big because it makes them comfortable with where they are at. And now they want to impose that on God.
Yeah.
I'm like, then he would not have said to us in Matthew that go to the ends of the earth.
Yeah.
Look at the scope of
Yeah.
evangelism. It's
Sure.
the ends of the earth. So God is not anti-big. He's anti-pride.
Yeah.
He's anti-pride.
And both camps can have that pride.
Both, some people, humility has become their idol and they are proud in their humility. They walk around with humility as a badge and it's actually pride.
False humility.
You understand? And there are people then who are proud because of the big things that have happened. So God is not anti-big or pro-small.
Yeah.
He's anti-pride and pro-humility. He says that in, I think it's 1 Peter 5, which talks about, he gives grace to the humble.
Yes.
He opposes the proud. And that's where Apostle Peter is talking about gifts.
Yes.
He comes from chapter 4 where he's addressing gifts, and you understand. So I think it's not whether the room is big or small; it's the condition of your heart.
Yeah. And now you're being
Are
obedient.
you being obedient and are still humble?
Sure.
Are you still humble in the big numbers? Are you still humble in the small numbers? Are you still obedient in the big numbers? Are you still obedient in the small numbers? Now, I know Koketso Molaolwe is prone naturally to be proud.
Yeah.
Me, I know myself. Me, guys, if you leave me, I'll be very proud. I have a personality to be proud. I have the bravado to be arrogant. It's something that I can do naturally.
Yeah.
I even have the just the aura that
Feel me, I'm here.
yeah. When I walk into the room,
Yeah.
I have an alpha personality.
And
Now,
you know it.
and I know it. So you have that, and then you have results. It's a movie.
Yeah.
And so that is why at the summit, I'll prepare the green room for my guests. You will hardly find me there.
Which is another thing that caught me about
Going
you.
to find me running around, greeting people.
Isn't this the pastor?
Yes.
Talking to people there.
It's me trying to kill
Yeah.
this guy, right? I try to push back on it. And true story. So there's a few guys in the church. They come and they say, hey, we realizing there's been a few security scares around me.
Yeah.
And they organize themselves. They say, can we drive you and what. So now they put themselves together as a team that would just kind of look after my security.
Bouncers.
And because there was a serious scare, there was something that happened. It didn't just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's something that actually happened. Two incidents. Hey, I kept on saying, yeah, I'll give you the schedule because they want to know where you're going so that at least we can.
They can be your eyes.
I say, I'll give you. Gabadochams. They had to go to the board of the church and say, please talk to this guy. So now the board had to come into a meeting and say, my brother, what's the problem? Because this guy. And it comes from that.
Sure.
It comes from understanding my predisposition to be proud. I am prone to be proud and I'm trying to keep myself. And in other instances, I'm extreme.
Yeah.
And I feel I need to be in order for me to protect myself. And it's not always wise.
Yeah.
There are moments where I need to allow such things to happen.
Yeah.
But as far as I'm able to, and now what is interesting? What is interesting is at Jesus to the cities and all of these places where I would come and then just chill with people, greet with people.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
They don't know how to react.
Must be tie your shoelaces.
And then I end up going to the green room because I feel out of place.
Yeah.
You can see I'm trying to greet people, but they're just going some.
Okay. A whole pastor.
Why is he here?
You're famous.
Yeah.
It's like, yo.
No, and I'm like, guys, come on. You were laughing, Moose. I'm here. Let's laugh. And then, no. they don't know what to do. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
I guess it's
yeah,
because we are accustomed to that. Um, Pastors are not accessible.
yeah,
And I want to use the word accessible because it makes it seem like we are allowed to disrespect you.
yes, sure,
So I don't have a proper word for
Yeah.
it, but you've made it easy for people to relate to you off the pulpit,
yeah,
which is also scary for people
Yeah.
because they don't know it.
sure,
So I'm speaking on behalf of
Yeah.
those ones
okay,
who are awkward.
got it.
Just stay a bit longer.
Yeah,
They will
yeah,
warm up.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I will stay at the
It'll be awkward there.
at the food at the awkward. Yeah,
I'm kidding. Don't stay. You can go. But yeah, speaking on that, I think I just remembered something that you wrote about in the book. And you were saying that you were the type of boy that we all know in the class who made fun of those who were doing good. Because, and I mean, in hindsight now, you're saying it's because you aspired to be that. Part of you knew you could. And then I want us to talk on that because what we're speaking about now about the small numbers and big
Sure.
numbers also stems from that.
yeah,
I aspire to be there,
Yeah.
but since I'm not there, I'm
Yeah.
going to ridicule those who are there.
yeah.
What happens in that space?
It's such a so when people criticize me today and they say, for example, after we bought the building, people say I'm into money laundering, something like that. And I said, you know, I could recognize that
Yeah,
because I'm like, it's because you have believed that about yourself
sure.
that it offends you to see someone believing different about themselves.
Sure.
You want all of us to believe that we can't make it without being criminals because that's what you believe about yourself. And now because of that, then because when you see us not believing
Yeah.
the same thing you believe about yourself, now you want to belittle us because I did it.
Yeah.
This girl was so confident. She was so well spoken. She was the bright star in the class. And I was like, I don't feel good about myself. How do you get to feel good about yourself? And then what did I do? I ridiculed her. So I understand some of these things that are happening. Some of these attacks that are coming, and some of these things, I'm like, man, I pray to God that He will heal what is in you so that you can believe Him because you have the same access to Him that I have.
Exactly.
You have the same privilege from Him that I have, the same grace, the same mercy, the same love and care that I get to enjoy in Him. You have it.
Yeah.
If you can just, as opposed to criticizing, change your limiting beliefs
Yeah.
and expand your thinking. So it's yeah. So I don't take criticism
Yeah.
as a reflection of me.
Mm-hmm.
I take it as a deep cry for help.
Sure.
Yeah.
I want to read something. You see, chapter 1 and 4 is like, for me, was like 1 to 4, was like an introduction to the kid from Kuruman. And it's, pulled at the heartstrings.
Sure.
Then I got to chapter 10 onwards.
Yeah.
I felt fire in my belly.
Yeah.
Ooh, like, I was just like, what is happening? I'm having I don't know if it's not a brain freeze because I'm not drinking anything, but something's happening to my head
Yeah.
when I'm talking about it.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, this is it. This is what we don't see in like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You say in chapter 10, I'm going to read it because I highlighted it with 3 colors.
Okay.
This was when you were talking about how tired you were.
Yes.
And you said you were tired, and you said not tired in the casual sense.
Yeah.
Not I need a holiday, but tired. But deeply exhausted, emotionally, spiritually, mentally.
Yeah.
I was questioning the call of God on my life, not because I no longer believed in God, but because I no longer trusted myself. I had made poor decisions, and the way my community responded cut deeper than I cared to admit. I felt exposed, misunderstood, and quietly judged, as though people had already written the conclusion of my story without waiting for God to finish the chapter. Right? Hold on to that one. And then you begin to talk about your boss. You were ready, after that, you were done with ministry, you said. you were tired, actually. You're tired, and then you wanted to resign. And he says to you, if God says you must resign, then I will allow you. And then he says something that I read, I cried, I closed the book. Where is it? Why didn't I not underline it? But he said something along the lines that, he said, I ask that you give me a chance to see if I can lead you back to health.
Yes.
What do you mean? And I'm going to cry now, but I'm not. And then you say somewhere there, you said, beside platforms, he gave me permission to recover.
Yeah.
That, it did a thing. I didn't touch your book for a day after that.
Yeah.
And I want to touch on the letter before I go into the other stuff. Or maybe let me touch and end on that. Sure. So you say that there were things that people were saying.
Yeah.
And I was reminded, when I was reading it, I was reminded of Moses and the burning bush.
Yeah.
You are the one that God speaks to.
Yeah.
No one is around.
Sure.
He tells you what I want to do with you, what you are going to do with my people.
Yeah.
Now, to convince everybody else that you stood there, a bush was burning, but it was not burning. That's tiring.
Yeah, it is.
And then you have people talking and say, but you're a big dreamer, Vuyo.
Yeah.
This is not practical.
Yeah.
What you want to do is not going to happen. Take us through what was happening there. What got you exhausted?
It's an interesting thing. What was tough was that people were not talking, they're not making up stories. I just made bad decisions.
Sure.
I was young. I had written 2 books. I was big in the youth space at the time.
Yeah.
You know, and I thought I could be the Casanova of the youth, right? You have a girlfriend in one church and a girlfriend in another church, right? And it blows up in your face, right? And it blows up in your face. And so people were not accusing me of something
that wasn't there.
And that's the thing that people don't understand. It's not the platform that sin destroys. That's the issue. It's the confidence inside you that it destroys. That's where the problem is. The confidence to continue to serve. The confidence to continue to see yourself as worthy. And I mean, it's a wrong perception because God is a God of grace.
Yeah.
But it killed me.
Yeah.
So, and we think God hates sin because he wants to stop us. No. Or because it offends him. We think God hates sin because it offends him. And I think above it offending him because he's a holy God, he hates sin because of what it does to us.
Sure.
It almost pulled me out of Musu. There almost was no Musu church.
Sure.
There almost was no me because I just didn't want to continue. So what people said, it was true. They were not making up stories. They were just putting up a mirror to say, this is what you've done.
And it wasn't easy to
I
bear.
didn't like what I saw. I didn't like what I saw. So it was a tough season.
Yeah.
In that's what made it tough. The confidence and because I mean I was young and I'd already written 2 books and I was leading.
You're popular.
Back then I was having conferences that had 2,000 people. It's not a new thing, right? I was doing it back then.
Yeah.
And all that influence, can you imagine if I had not made those decisions then? Because God was using me then already. So there was 13 years in between where I was submarined.
Sure.
Thank God he works it all out for good. Because in those 13 years where I submarined, that's when I learned everything I've learned.
Is this after you were taken to recovery?
That was the recovery process. It was 13 years long process.
Sure.
Not at 2 weeks. Not this. The restoration
microwaves.
Is 2 weeks. Yeah, it was 13
and
years.
You're done.
Yeah, the restoration was 13 years.
I love that. I want, because there are so many people in ministry who have done so much, like sin got into the way, and there's this self-condemnation that tries to stop people from progress.
Sure.
Because what sin does is literally tries to discontinue your proximity to God.
Sure.
I want you to just say just encourage somebody who's is in that place,
Yeah.
you know, that maybe their 13 years is
Yeah.
the one they are fighting now,
Sure.
and how important it is to recover.
Yeah. Man, look, it's for me, the length of that process was was based on the weight that God wants me to carry
Sure,
afterwards.
sure.
So if I'm looking to carry weight, I need to do I need to linger a little bit.
Yeah,
I need to linger in that process based on the weight I want to carry.
sure.
Based on the weight God wants me to
To
carry.
carry, yeah.
He knew that he wanted me to carry all the stuff that I'm carrying now. And so he decided 13 years is the period.
I'm making room.
I am building you for that. So
Sure.
so if you have clarity about what God wants you to carry,
Sure.
then you will submit to the process that he wants.
Come on.
There's a lot of people who want to be fathered in a expedited. So you must be their father today. In 6 months, you must release them.
Yeah.
So they don't want fathering, they want a cover up. They don't want covering, they want a cover up. Right? And so, but this man of God that God is calling to father you, he sees, number one, what you need to carry.
Yeah.
And he sees the weight of it.
Sure.
And then he sees your muscles. And he says, to develop the muscles to carry that, it's going to take 10 years.
Sure.
But no, then he's jealous of you. He does not want all of those kind of things.
Yeah.
But on restoration is grace.
Yeah.
That journey is grace.
Yeah.
And in that, God is not just restoring you from what you have done.
Sure.
He's preparing you for what he's about to do.
Sure.
So that 13 years was not punishment, was preparation.
Sure.
It was not just so, brother and sister out there watching this. If you find yourself in the season where you're walking through restoration, stay there, man.
Yeah.
Embrace it. It is going to empower you so well for what God wants you to get. He has not counted you out.
Yeah.
The reason you're going through a restoration is because he still wants to use you.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want you to fall back into that same thing.
Sure.
So if we could just embrace it.
So I'm so sad that we've reached the end of our conversation.
16 seconds.
So we spoke about so many things. We spoke about your process and who you are. There's a particular phase you like putting up after hosting big events. Yeah. And you said it's just a kid from Guruman helped by God. Yeah. If you had the opportunity to say something to this kid from Guruman, helped by God, who went through all the things that you've gone through to get where you are right now, what would you say?
If I had to speak to the kid now,
Yeah.
I think I would say to him, you are no longer a kid. Stop humiliating yourself.
Sure.
Because I'm realizing these are the situations where, because I'm afraid of not being arrogant and all of that, I humiliate myself. It's not humility, it's humiliation.
Sure.
I don't even celebrate the big things I don't celebrate at all.
Sure.
And it's only this book, the first thing in my life, in all the things I've done, that I've started celebrating.
Sure.
I've not, because I've just kind of beat myself all the time.
Yeah.
I just work. And if I work, that statement sounds like a statement of humility.
Yeah.
But it's actually just minimizing. I'm trying to minimize myself.
What you're supposed to be celebrating.
You understand what I'm supposed to be celebrating. Because I guess I'm afraid of being proud. And I mean, this is a very vulnerable moment. But yeah, I think I'll just say to him, bro, in your heart, you are humble. You know you are humble. You don't have to prove to anyone that you're humble. Stop humiliating yourself. And because then there's situations where people would take advantage, and I would allow them to, because I need to be the kid from Kuruman. People would say certain things, and I'll just walk away because and people would devalue me, and people would, may ill treat me and all of that, and I would allow them to do that. Let me tell you a quick story. I went to my daughter's school, and it was a parents' day, and all the parents were reading their children's book. The parents walk in, they sit on their laps, and then they sit on the children's chairs, and they put the child on their lap.
Okay.
I walk in, I sit on the carpet, and Mali sits on her chair.
Sure.
Because something in me was saying I'm being humble by sitting on the carpet, and she sits on her chair. But those parents were sitting on chairs, and their children were sitting on their lap.
Yeah.
You see, I was not humble. I was humiliating myself.
Sure.
That was not humility. That was humiliation. And that's what I would say to the boy and say, bro, stay humble. Don't humiliate yourself.
Sure. So sad, because I wanted to actually touch on something to talk about how all of that has influenced the father that you have become. I wanted to know if you think you are fathering from a bleeding wound or a healed wound. Both.
Yeah. I think there's areas in my life I've made significant progress, but like the moment that I just shared with you, that was still. So both. It's a journey that, probably I'll write about it in 10 years' time.
Yeah.
Journey of healing.
The 7th book.
Yes.
So you know what I would say when I close the book?
Yes.
I said I'm going to wait for the podcast. I wanted to text and say this is to the kid from Guruman.
Yes.
It's time to rest now. Literally.
Okay.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, a man from Guruman. Thank you so much for watching.